What's up, Zox fam? So we are going to be getting into our very first united front, or union versus union. I'm actually pretty excited for this because this is just to give us more insight of what it looked like. I don't really think we're going to be taking this first one too serious. We're going up against a level 9 union. And I would say even for most people, like even if you're up against a level 20, you know, try to take this as an opportunity to learn, to figure out what exactly your union wants to do, because that's really what this is all about, right? So we're going to go ahead and challenge here just to get into some of the things that you can do. So my union's already pushing pretty quick, right? We are actually really strong, like fairly built up, like guys. I think like our lowest level might be like level 54, right? Like we're all pretty high, right? But the main thing is that, like, as you can see, we've already taken out these these three front three nodes. And just to kind of like break down what's happening here, you can see the enemy is grayed out. So that's how you know, like, you basically won that. Now, the thing that's really cool is that you can do something like concentrated attacks, where you can basically pick a node that you want everybody. It's like forms of communicating, basically. It gives you an opportunity to communicate with your union without saying it directly, but you still should be chatting with everybody in the union chat either way. But for any of you guys that are in one and you notice that like something's highlighted, that's because they want you to go and target that, right? And usually it's probably an indicator for the stronger people to go and target that, right? But you can see we're starting to kind of like level them a little bit here. But I want to talk about something too. You'll notice that if your union is going up against a union that doesn't really have like a ton of people in it, it'll have bots in it, right? Like these are definitely bots for sure. And you can see here that they have no victories. They already have 2 failed defenses on the supply hub. And every defeat that we basically get on some of these bigger nodes, like this is just going to be like point collection, right, for the most part. But on these bigger nodes, not that one, like these purple ones right here, we're going to start getting some of those excess resources. So Etheria coin, EXP, stuff like that, right? And you can see, you can always tell the difference between like an actual player versus not, because they have like 3 victors, 3 RC77s, 3 Dynas. Like we all know that ain't an actual person, right? So with that, remember how many entries you get per day. Let's actually go here. So it's 5 attack attempts consuming an attack permit each time, right? So you get 5 of them. So the stronger people usually will probably wait, depending on where, you know, the stronger like enemies are. But for the most part, this is pretty like lighthearted. So we're just jumping into it. We'll just attack this one here. Now, remember, the other thing you have to consider as well is that when you use a unit or units, they get locked, right? So you don't want to necessarily use your strongest units right away. Now, this is my first time actually seeing this too. It looks like they're on Twilight Nights. So that's kind of an important thing to note here. What we're going to go for, we'll go for our Mio, since I don't mind getting her out the way. She's like actually one of my fairly weaker units. We'll go with the AoE. Are we going AoE here with the Messiah? Or are we going Ramoka nuke? I guess we'll go Ramoka. And then I wish I had a defense break built outside of just my Kloss right now. What would we do? I'll say we'll probably go sleep here too. So let's go with Kazuyo. Let's see how that works. I want to see how this team fares. All right. Oh yeah, so this is super weak. Because I can already see like the damage coming from Mio. So we're 1000% finishing somebody here. There we go. Boom, blows up the rest. All right, so right there you see you get reward points, you get union coin, and then that counts as a defeat, right? All right, there we go. All right, so boom. Now somebody else is already targeting that. See, we're working this down like really fast. But once we capture it, we get these points. So you get points for your entry, which is pretty cool. And then you also get points for capturing. Now, the thing that's actually really important to note too, which I'm like just thinking about, this is actually going to make it much easier for us to be able to fulfill getting more things out of the shop. Because I think this like usually once per week. I think it is. I think it's like once a week. Yeah, I think this is like weekly. I think this has weekly stuff too. So yeah, that's gonna be like really good to kind of close that gap. All right, so now we have the middle node here. Let's actually see what we got going on here. So yeah, nothing crazy, dude. Like I need to ask some of you guys how you guys' runs went, because we ain't getting anything crazy. I'm gonna do a mystery one just so we can like mix it up real quick. Now with some of these, I would also say with them being as weak as they are, I might just run a solo. Like, all right, let's see. Yeah, so we got triple Dyna. Yeah, I don't, dude, I don't even know why we got this union. This is crazy. All right, so let's see. I might just run one unit, because I'm almost certain they're not going to be faster. And just in case, we'll run, let's run this ungeared Marvel. Oh, we got to do 3? Oh, you have to do 3. Okay. All right, so I bring these 3. Yeah, my Messiah ungeared is like mad fast compared to the AI. So I think we get a cleave here though. Yeah, pretty much GG. So I would even say, like, in situations like this, we're not even going to waste units so we can have more units in our next fights. Yeah, see, this one has like a little bit of a bonus, but it doesn't matter because they're not for real for real. I would just want you guys to know my Messiah ain't even built like that. He's all right now. All right, give me that AoE. Yeah, this is straight abuse. Dude, hey, listen, this is this is straight abuse. I like, listen, hey, we'll take the W. We will absolutely take it, but my God. Okay, so we actually skipped ahead. I let my union mates actually hit a little bit more of this. So we're at a little over 1K now. We're going to finish out the rest of our hits. We kind of just decided at this point we're using this as kind of like a trial run, because there's really no strategy against what we're up against right now. And all of the core people are like in the middle. So let's actually see here where we're going to go in. Probably solo Hoden. Throwing in, well, I could give him some heals. Where's my Dorothy at? Just in case, right? Just in case. All right, let's go with that. Oh, yeah, we got to put 3 in. Let's throw Viper in. All right, so we got Hoden here. Yeah, my S2 is 1000% killing somebody. Could get some extra shield here. Ooh, 3 gray hits are gonna kind of hurt them, or at least my units that have no gear on. All right, let's get rid of 1. Yeah, holding on Gigabyte though. All right, get rid of that one. Yeah, I forgot they're gonna get healed, you know, throughout the whole fight. All right, let's see. I wonder if they're gonna actually buff these like in later. Because the Guild War, like the way it's fleshed out, like I could definitely see this being crazy. Let's take your buffs away. You, sir. All right, we'll finish this one. Yeah, his S3, his S2 is just so ridiculous. I can see that being super crazy in this 3v3. It's good in the like 4v4s, but 3v3 Hoden's gonna be a problem. All right, there we go. All right, so we got 100 coin from that. All right, cool. So I think we have this last team full of detings, and that should seal the deal on this zone. All right, let's see what we got here. I think this might be like close to my last entry. Almost feel like my Leon, like almost like not built, can actually beat this. We'll see. We'll bring a security unit just in case. I'm trying to think if my Klaus has a good amount of damage. I mean, I guess she kind of sort of does. I don't think we really need the defense break. And I have like no gear. I just want to see how weak these ads actually are, because I know Klaus can probably finish this. All right, there we go. Yeah, she does more than enough damage on her own. Yeah, unbuilt Leon, by the way. Okay, so yeah, oh yeah, I forgot the pet. Still a thing. Oh wow, no, actually there's a lot of healing. Yeah, we just got tons of shield. And that's all from Mia. Oh my god. Yeah, having to hit through all that shield is kind of ridiculous. All right, here we go. Defense break. Yeah, this little robot thing though that's rotating. I can see that being kind of annoying. I wonder if it's just, I don't think there's any diminishing value unless you're defeating some of the spots. There you go. Imagine DPS class, you know? DPS class, man, look at that. That's funny. All right, so yeah, I mean, to be real, yeah, we can put this on auto now. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of worried for a second. I was like, dude, if I like lose this fight right now, I don't think I can ever show my face on YouTube again. Like I was almost certain of it. I was like, if I lose this, I'm pretty sure I can't show my face on YouTube anymore. So there it is. All right, we completed that zone. All right, it opened us up a little bit and we got some more resources. All right, so then this last one, I think I only have one more fight. I wanted to get to here because this is the only like actual person in here. But to be honest, their stuff isn't like really crazy. Let's try fighting this guy. I think I'm trying to think who I have left to use. I think, oh, we can actually one-to-one their team. Almost. Oh, brother, let's see how this goes. So this is the only person that's like somewhat built on their side. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh, okay, I'm faster. That's GG. Wow, okay. Yeah, this is like the first person that's built on their side. Yeah, the Ting is just gonna be a monster. Yeah, I say give or take like another week or two, people have much better built stuff, and Union versus Union is gonna cook. All right, there we go. All right, so we at least got one good fight in. All right, cool. So then the rest of the gang can actually finish that off. But it looks like, yeah, we're at 1.2K right now. Yeah, we're pretty much dusting this right now. I don't think they're going to be able to even beat our weaker zones. Like, this is like one of our, like level 49. This is what they have to get through, right? So, I mean, they don't even, I don't think, have that ability yet. Maybe that one guy that I just fought. But, yeah, this might be kind of insane. But nonetheless, I guess it was a practice run, really, for my union. Let me know how you guys just went. Hopefully the next week I'll do another video for our next union. And hopefully it's definitely a little bit more challenging. I really don't feel like there's too much strategy this week in comparison to what we might see next week. Probably, obviously for stronger unions or unions that actually got matched up against stronger unions, you'll probably see a little bit more strategy. But for what it's worth, I like how the game mode's laid out. I think it's actually pretty, like, quick. You get in, get out. It doesn't take up too much time. Definitely will say that for the extra income, that gave us some more things to look forward to getting. And for sure with the extra union coins, even from the entries and doing those extra fights, that already gave me another 1K just about. So I think it was like 5 something. So it gave me a good amount. So now I can go in here and actually buy some more stuff. So this is actually going to make it easier for us to upkeep with the purchasing of like the perfect lattice fragments and things of that nature. So content's starting to flesh out to where it makes sense. That's something that's good. A few other things I feel like I mentioned in the last video, events, definitely making sure, that's a little bit more fleshed out. It's going to be pretty huge. But other than that, yeah, guys, that's basically going to be that with this one. I ain't going to take up too much more of your time. Hope to see some of you guys at the stream on twitch.tv/Zoxaskun. We'll also be streaming on the channel as well. But that's going to be that, guys. Let me know how yours went, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.